Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be going through all of the Christmas movies that you need to watch in quarantine. Most places at this point have gone back into lockdown. I know for Ontario, we're going to be in complete lockdown starting November 26th. So you're going to have lots of time to watch a lot of movies, and this is the perfect time to watch Christmas movies, and I have the perfect list. I'm sure you're going to find some that either you haven't watched before and now you want to, or you're going to realize there's some from your childhood that you've been forgetting to watch every year. So let's get started. So the very first movie is Christmas with the Cranks. This is on Netflix, but I feel like this is on everything, and this is the greatest Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. People always say Home Alone is the best, which like it's good, but Christmas with the Cranks is the funniest Christmas movie. Me and my sister watch this literally every year, and if you haven't seen it or you haven't watched it in a while, you need to rewatch it. It's with Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis, and it's a movie about them as parents where their like daughter moves away and goes spends Christmas with her boyfriend in another country, and so they decide to like cancel Christmas kind of and like go on a vacation, but they live in kind of like a small town, so everybody's upset that they're doing that because they are usually a big part of Christmas. So it's just hilarious. Like, you just have to watch it. I can't really explain more to it, but I already watched it with my sister yesterday and I feel like watching it again because that's how good it is. The next movie is Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh, and normally people don't watch this one or probably haven't even heard of this one, but if you're a Drake and Josh fan, then you're gonna want to watch this. It is so good. It's literally just like Drake and Josh, but better because it's a whole movie, and basically it's about Drake meets this little girl who's an orphan, and he promises to give her and her orphan friends the best Christmas ever, and it just goes through like him and Josh trying to figure out how to make that wish come true, and it's like literally the funniest thing. I was late on this one. I actually didn't end up adding this to my Christmas movie list until like mid-high school, but it's literally amazing. So definitely check that one out if you love Drake and Josh. Next movie is On the Second Day of Christmas, and I feel like nobody really knows about this one, but it used to play all the time on Family Channel when I was younger, and me and my sister would literally just sit on Family Channel and just watch whatever Christmas movie came on. And this isn't a super popular one, but it's like a classic. Like, I have to watch it every year, and it has definitely not gotten the attention that it deserves. It's with Mark Ruffalo, and it's about this cop guy, or maybe he's like a mall security guy, I can't really remember, and he sees this little girl and her aunt. They're pickpocketers and they have a whole scheme, so he like arrests them, but for some reason they have to like stay with him, and then stuff happens from there. But it's just a good movie, so definitely check that one out. Next is Love Actually. This is just a classic. It gives all the feelings you need for wintertime, Christmas time. It's a similar feel to Valentine's Day, where it's following different people's stories as they navigate through Christmas, or even like New Year's Day. All those movies have the same concept where it's like different characters' lives being followed, and then they end up like intertwining at the end. So this is just like a must watch for Christmas time, or even just winter time, because it just gives you like all the good wintry, happy, snowy feelings. Next is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Now, this can go two ways. You can watch the animated version or you can watch the Jim Carrey version. I like both. I don't know which one I'm gonna do this year. Probably the Jim Carrey version, because I did watch the animated one last year, but I might just end up watching both. Don't really need to explain this one. Everybody knows the story, so yeah, just make sure to watch some version of The Grinch this year. Next is Polar Express, and this is just a classic animated Christmas movie. I feel like people have forgotten about this one, but it's still so good. It's about the little boy who isn't sure if like Santa is real, and then the Polar Express is coming by, the train, and it's supposed to be going to the North Pole, so he gets on it so he can go and find out if Santa is real. So if you have little cousins or you're just really into animated movies, then this is the perfect Christmas animated movie. Probably the best one, I would say, of our time. Next is the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3. So me and my sister usually watch 2 and 3 like back to back. 1 is a little bit older. It's from the 90s, but it's with Tim Allen still, who plays Santa. But these again are like classics, perfect binge watching movies. Sit there, watch 1, 2, and 3 back to back. It's basically, well, each movie obviously has a different plot, but Tim Allen plays Santa, and then it's kind of like him being in the real world slash like also being Santa, and it's just a good trilogy. Next is Serendipity, which is the perfect Christmas romance. It's about this woman and this man who run into each other at a mall. They have an immediate connection, but the woman really believes in fate and chance, and if things are meant to be, they will be. So if you're looking for a romantic Christmas movie, this is the one to watch. Next is Little Women. So there's the original and then there's the remake. Actually, I feel like there's an original before the original that I'm talking about. I feel like there's many versions of this movie, but me and my sister watched I don't know which version it is. The one before the new one that came out last year. So I think it was like the one from the 90s. So we watched that one last year. It was really good. Haven't seen the new one yet, so we're gonna check that one out this year with Emma Watson and all those like famous actresses. And it got like 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I think it's supposed to be really good. So I'm looking forward to trying that one this year. I'm pretty sure it's the same story for all of them, but it's about 4 sisters whose dad isn't there for Christmas. They're spending their first Christmas without their dad, and they all have like different personalities, and it just kind of follows their family during the Christmas time. So it's not directly about Christmas, but it's during Christmas, so it still gives you all the Christmassy vibes. Next is A Dennis the Menace Christmas, another classic. Have to watch this one. It's about a little kid who is constantly like tormenting his older neighbor, but he's not actually trying to, he's just like a little kid, and the older neighbor like hates little kids. But it's a really cute movie, and it's like just one of those ones that you put on while you're baking cookies or doing something like that. So definitely check that one out. I would say it's up there with Home Alone, but people might disagree. And with that being said, next movie is Home Alone 1 and 2. Have to include these on the list, like come on. They're classics, and of course they're in the top like 3 best Christmas movies of all time. Christmas with the Cranks is still #1, but Home Alone is definitely really good, and you probably already watch it, so I don't need to spend time on it. And then the last one, have to include this one as well. Classic, Elf with Will Ferrell. Funny, perfect, everything about it. Everybody watches it. Again, don't really need to go through it, but you probably have that on your list, so definitely check out the ones that I mentioned that aren't on your list. Well, that's it. Those were the top Christmas movies that you need to watch in quarantine this year. With quarantine, obviously we all have a lot of time, and what better way to spend it than catching up on some Christmas movies with some hot chocolate, cozy pajamas, your family, and just enjoy this time, because I know I am, because I don't have to work for 2 weeks. It's so wonderful. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one. See you guys next time. Bye.